country. It's a fantastic country. And they've been with the United States for a long time. But I would say much more so since I came to court, I will say. And they've invested trillions of dollars in the United States. And I was telling them before in another meeting that we have over $19 trillion being invested in the United States, which is a record. And it's building factories, car plants, everything. We're doing things that have never been done. The record was $3 billion many years ago with a different country. And we're going to be over 19, I think we're going to hit $19.3 trillion. That's probably not going to be anything. Maybe we'll do better next time. I don't know if you can do that. But I just want to say that the relationship has been outstanding. It's been of great respect. Everybody respects him and they respect your country. And it's an honor to be with you. We just signed a deal with Iran. This country was very, very, very powerful ally. And good things are happening. The ships are starting to move now. We're going to have fully open by Friday. The ships are starting to move nicely. Oil is starting to go. The prices are coming down rapidly. The stock market is going up rapidly. A lot of good things are happening. And most importantly, Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. How we got involved. We can't let that happen. So they will not have a nuclear weapon. And other than that, I'd like to ask you to say a few words. And if you want, we can take a couple of questions. Thank you very much. Special thanks for the support for the six-week to all of us. And we show us who is great a lot. Not just support to the nuclear country. The nuclear situation. See, when you're that rich, you can speak that low. It's wonderful. When you're so rich, you have such confidence, you don't have to do any scrambling words. It's great. So, do you have any questions? It's a 60-day period, so I think it's going to happen fairly on time. Iran wants to get it done. They have to get back to business. And the relationship is now normalized. So I think it's going to go pretty quickly. It could go fast. It could take longer too, but it could go fast. Oh, I will. No, because I'd like to get a formal setting first. I have no problem with that. It is what it says. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Will have one. To buy, to develop, they will not have a nuclear weapon. And I would say that's about 99.9% of what I would do. We couldn't let that happen. We couldn't let that happen. I didn't want to have a nuclear weapon. And in addition to that, the Strait is going to be open toll-free. And it's toll-free beyond the 60 days. Not somebody said, oh, it's toll-free for 60 days. No, it's toll-free, period. When it opens permanently, it'll be toll-free. I want to congratulate our Navy because the naval blockade is unbelievable. But I will actually, I'll not only release it, I'll probably have a press conference and read it to you word by word so that the press covers it accurately. Because it's a very important document, and unlike Obama, who destroyed the Middle East with a horrible JCPOA It is the worst agreement. That was a road to a nuclear weapon. Mine is a wall against a nuclear weapon. I mean, I see these people say, "Well, we already have one." He paid a fortune for it. We paid nothing. We don't pay. There was some statement we're going to spend $300 million. No. We were allowed to go and invest if we wanted to someday in the future. We have no obligation whatsoever. It could be that Iran will turn out to be successful and they have oil. But if we left a week ago, just before the last two attacks, it would have taken them 20 years from the building. So, but I'll go over the document with the in a couple of days. About what? Yeah. Well, I'd love to have them. This is a man who's very advanced. He was early in and he's done very well with that. The advantages. Now, it's, I think they should happen. The big impediment to the Abraham Accords, we have our original countries, very smart countries. Every one of them. You notice that even during that period of conflict, nobody dropped out. Nobody said, "Oh, gee, I'm going to drop out." Nobody. I think we're all going to come in to the area. The only conflict was a place called Iran. And I understand that. It's a little bit tough when people were afraid of Iran. So I think they can all start from there. Good question. Yeah? Lindsay is skeptical. I'll have to talk to Lindsay. He'll be in big trouble. Lindsay's good. Lindsay's fine. He's not skeptical. He's just fine. Look, this agreement covers something very nicely. We're not paying for anything. We're not doing anything. The markets now are higher than they were when we started. Remember that. The stock market now is 2,500, maybe even more than that, points higher than it was when it was. It's pretty amazing. This agreement's about one thing, that Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Never, ever, ever. The rest of it's irrelevant, right? I never thought of it, but I would. I wouldn't. The Democrats, we call them Democrats because they're dumb people. The Democrats are, well, what I'd like to do is send it to Congress, saying we shouldn't approve it, and I'll get it approved. Whatever I say, they want to do the opposite. It's not working in my favor. But yeah, I never thought about something. I never thought about it, but I will. I will send it to Congress. I like it. I mean, who wouldn't approve it? Let's let them have a nuclear weapon. The Democrats will say, oh, they should have a nuclear weapon. They'll go crazy. I like the idea. Send it to Congress. The attack that I watched were the fighters. And he saw it too, by the way. He was sitting back home in his beautiful palace and he was watching that. And they were as good a fights as I've ever seen. The best. That last fight was brutal. And the two last four, it was all good. It was a great evening. It was very different than the last week. I wish you could have been there. We did the next time. David did a great job. Well, I got away with it. It was 250 years. Maybe another 50. Maybe 300. Well, soon we'll be able to do that because the oil is not flowing. So we took sanctions off because obviously we're not looking to invade the oil. So we're in a position to do that soon. Yeah. So. Very nice looking person. Is he from your country? Was he from your country? He's got such a nice way about him. My people are so mean. The hands are like careful. No, I didn't. I can put him in a movie right now. Go ahead. Have a United States with a strong president. It's the only way you can do it, I guess. We have all the agreements, you know. The agreements with bad people don't mean anything. Look, we were the ones that blockaded, they blockaded it, and we then said, well, we blockaded it for them, so they didn't get it. You're going to need to have, and this is true of a lot of things, if you have a strong president of the United States, a lot of things. You know that better than anybody, right? What's that again? What's happening is at an appropriate time, there's no rush at all. We have cameras from space on it. You know, everybody that goes there, which is like nobody. The B-2 bombers hit it. The entire mountain collapsed inside. It's a very tough excavation. Nobody else can do it but us and probably China. They have the equipment, we have the equipment. We're in no rush. When we get it, and when we get it, we'll destroy it. We're not looking to take it, we're going to destroy it. We have plenty of it. So, well, I'm a fan of beautiful places. And I was leaving in the afternoon, and then the French president, who happens to be a very nice man, invited me to dinner at Versailles. And Versailles is not a gold leaf. Versailles is the real deal. And I said, I'd like to do it. I mean, all it means is that I get home later in the evening, meaning early in the morning, and I'm not a big sleeper anyway. I'll be in the Oval Office I won't lose any time in the Oval Office. So I have to say this, our country is doing really well. We're doing better than we've ever done as a country. Stock market's the highest, everything's the highest. 401ks are the highest they've ever been by 25%. And we're doing really well. And now you're going to see prices. You know, when I took over, prices were very high. We had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Prices were high, eggs were high, bacon was high, everything was high. And the first question I would ask, what about affordability? I did a news conference one day after I took over. And these people said, what about affordability? I said, I didn't cause it, but I'm bringing it down. And now with the fuel going way down, you saw it just going to go down $6, $7. And the fuel going down, as goes fuel, so goes things. And I've always seen that. You're in a very good business. Because as goes fuel, so goes everything. Fuel is dropping. It's now in the 70s per barrel. And I think we're going to do, when I say, I was in Iowa, and we had great victories in Iowa. And when I left, I noticed at a gas station, $1.85 a gallon. That's going to be a little bit higher generally, but I saw two stations, $1.85, and one had $1.91. And we're going to get around those levels. Thank you very much, everyone.